Welcome to the Mind Vault. If you've ever wondered why you do what you do, this channel is for you. We unlock the psychology behind your patterns, habits, and thoughts.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle a fascinating and maybe kind of uncomfortable idea. What if our modern-day chase for happiness isn't just not working, but is actually a trap that we've set for ourselves? So, to kick things off, let's really chew on that thought from the philosopher Alan Watts. It's an idea that just completely flips the script on how we're taught to view our own lives. He's basically saying we've got the whole point of the game wrong. And this brings us right to the heart of his argument, to a single, really powerful metaphor that he believed has led almost all of us astray. See, we're all taught to see life as this serious journey, right? There's a destination, getting the degree, the job, the house, and that destination is the whole point. But Watts says, no, life is way more like music or a dance. Think about it. The point of a song isn't to race to the final note. And when you dance, you're not trying to get to a specific spot on the floor. The whole point is the experience itself, the playing of it right now. I mean, our entire education system is basically this journey model on steroids. It's like we're walking down this long hallway, and at every stage, someone's dangling a treat just ahead, going, come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. You get through kindergarten to get to first grade, you get through high school to get to college, you get a career to get to retirement. We're always chasing that great thing that's just around the next bend. And here's the real gut punch that Watts talks about. You wake up one day, maybe you're 40, maybe you're 65, you've made it, you've arrived, but you don't feel any different. Because in the rush to get to the destination, you cheated yourself. You missed the whole point of the trip. And look, this isn't just some philosophical thought experiment. This mindset has very, very real consequences. It helps explain something people are starting to call the great unhappiness, especially with younger generations. The author Simon Sinek has been sounding the alarm on this for a while. He sees this really troubling trend where an entire generation, despite maybe looking like they have everything, is actually struggling with way lower self-esteem than the generations that came before them. So why? Well, Sinek says it's basically a perfect storm of things. You've got parenting strategies that tell every kid they're special. You've got participation medals that kind of make real achievement feel less valuable. And then you throw them into a world of social media, which is just this endless highlight reel of fake, filtered perfection. The second they step into the real world, that fragile self-image just completely shatters. And according to Sinek, the really tragic result of all this isn't some big, dramatic explosion. No. He says the best-case scenario is that we'll have a whole population of people who never really find deep, lasting joy. They'll just walk through life, and when you ask them how they are, the answer is always just fine. So what's the engine driving this whole cycle? I mean, what's going on under the hood, biologically? And that question takes us right into the core of our modern mess, the dopamine trap. We hear the word dopamine all the time, and we usually think it just means happiness or pleasure, but that's not quite right. As neurobiologist Andrew Huberman explains, dopamine is really the molecule of motivation. It's the molecule of wanting, of craving. It's designed to make us pursue things, not to make us feel satisfied with what we've got. And here's the kicker, something Sinek really hammers home. That little hit of dopamine you get from a notification on your phone, it's from the exact same chemical that's involved in smoking, drinking, and gambling. It's a powerful, addictive, craving-inducing chemical, which, of course, leads to a pretty big and, honestly, kind of scary question that Sinek raises. We have age limits for all those other things, alcohol, gambling. So why do we hand these incredibly powerful dopamine-driving devices to young people with absolutely no restrictions? The analogy he uses is just brutal, but it's so accurate. He says it's basically like opening up the liquor cabinet, turning to our teenagers and saying, hey, adolescence is really tough. Here, take a swig of this whenever you're feeling down. We're giving them an addictive coping mechanism without teaching them the real skills for human connection. Okay, so I know that sounds pretty grim. We're caught in this philosophical trap. It's messing with our biology. But how do we get out? let's talk about the path to finding real, actual fulfillment. The great news is we are not powerless here. We're not. We can't fix all of society's problems overnight, but we can absolutely 100% make changes on a micro level. We can make changes in our own lives, starting right now.
So, where do you even start? Well, Andrew Huberman offers this amazing, practical toolkit to take back control of your own biology. He suggests 3 super simple habits for your morning. First, get some real sunlight in your eyes. Second, delay that first cup of coffee for about 90 minutes. And third, try some kind of cold exposure, even just a blast of cold water in the shower.
And this isn't just fluff. This is hard science. That morning sunlight literally sets your body's internal clock and gives you a healthy, natural dopamine boost. Waiting on that coffee, that prevents the horrible afternoon crash because it lets your body clear out the chemicals that make you sleepy. And that cold exposure, it triggers a sustained release of dopamine that can boost your mood and focus for hours. You're basically creating your own inner summer, no matter what the world throws at you.
So we end up right back where we started, with that fundamental choice. By taking back control of our own biology, maybe, just maybe, we can stop treating life like some frantic race to a finish line. And maybe we can finally slow down, hear the music, and just like Alan Watts said, start to dance.
If this opened your eyes, imagine what else is hiding in your mind. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly episodes that decode your brain, one pattern at a time. And if something clicked today, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, stay curious.